Let's be real. Your customers don't work a 9 to 5. Nope. They've got questions at midnight on a Saturday, and you know what? They expect answers right then and there. This brings up a really important question for pretty much any business today. Seriously, think about that for a second. When you and your team have shut down for the day, is your number one digital asset, your website, still out there making connections? Or is it just sitting there, dark and quiet? Okay, let's paint a picture. Imagine a potential tenant in Dubai scrolling through property listings way past midnight. Or a tourist who just landed in London trying to figure out your hotel's checkout policy, like right now. Or maybe a parent in Abu Dhabi finally getting a quiet moment to research school admissions. What's the one thing they all have in common? They want answers instantly. And if they can't get them, poof, they're gone. So, you see, this constant demand isn't really a problem we have to deal with. It's actually a massive opportunity just waiting for us. And the tool that unlocks it all is completely changing how businesses and customers talk to each other online. So let's stop thinking about chatbots as just, boring lines of code. I want you to think of them as a digital concierge for your website. This concierge is always on, 24/7, ready to greet every single person who stops by. It's fluent in pretty much any language you need. And the best part? It never ever needs a coffee break. And this is a huge leap forward. For years, our best solution was a clunky FAQ page, basically a wall of text that forces the customer to do all the heavy lifting. It's frustrating, right? Well, an AI chatbot completely flips that script. It turns a static page into a dynamic conversation, giving instant answers and actually guiding the user. It's the difference between handing someone a giant instruction manual and having a friendly expert right there to help them out. Of course, I know what you're thinking. It's the big question everyone has. But won't it feel too robotic? And that's a totally fair concern. Nobody wants their customers to feel like they're talking to a tin can. So where's that perfect balance between automated efficiency and a real human touch? And here it is, the sweet spot. This is not about replacing humans. It's about creating the perfect partnership. You let the chatbot handle all the routine stuff. What are your hours or where's my package? And that frees up your amazing human team to focus on the really complex issues, the ones that need genuine empathy and problem solving. So how does this digital concierge actually pull it off? You might be thinking it's some super complicated tech, but honestly, the process is surprisingly simple and, well, kind of elegant. The flow is pretty straightforward. A visitor lands on your site, and boom, the chatbot greets them. From there, it guides them, answering most of the standard questions right on the spot. But here's the most important part, the handover. When a question gets tricky, the bot doesn't just give up. It seamlessly passes the entire conversation over to a real person, so the customer never has to repeat themselves. That's the magic. Okay, so that's the theory, but what does this actually look like in practice? Let's dive into how different industries are putting these bots to work every single day. Take real estate. A chatbot can qualify potential leads and schedule viewings all on its own. So that 1 a.m. inquiry about that new apartment, it doesn't just become a missed call. It becomes a confirmed appointment in your calendar for the next morning. For a hotel, it's literally a digital concierge. It can handle booking changes, give tips on the best local restaurants, and even upsell services like a spa package. It makes the guest experience better, and hey, it drives more revenue all day and all night. Think about admission season for schools. They get flooded with the same questions over and over. A chatbot can instantly answer queries about fees, deadlines, and how to apply. This frees up the admissions team to have more meaningful, personal conversations with prospective students. In healthcare, every second counts. Chatbots are helping to streamline the whole front desk process by automating appointment booking, checking insurance coverage, and sending out reminders. You know what that means? Fewer no-shows and shorter wait times for everyone. And for online shopping, it's like giving every single visitor their own personal shopper. A chatbot can help track an order, start a return, or even give personalized product recommendations based on what they've been looking at. It's what a great salesperson would do. And hey, it's not just about your external customers. Internally, chatbots can act as an HR or IT help desk. They can instantly answer all those common questions about leave policies or how to reset a password. It's such a simple way to make the whole company more productive. All right, those examples are pretty cool, but I know what some of you are thinking. Show me the numbers. So let's do it. Let's look at the hard data that's really driving this big shift into conversational AI. First up, what do customers actually want? You might be surprised by this. A whopping 69% of consumers say they prefer using chatbots for quick questions. Why? It's just faster. No waiting on hold, no digging through a website, just a simple, instant answer. Now, let's talk about the bottom line. Businesses can save up to 30% on their customer service costs. That's a huge number. And remember, this isn't about cutting jobs. It's about making your team more efficient so they can focus on work that really drives value. And this is how you get to that 30% number. Think about this. Up to 80%, 80, of all routine questions can be handled automatically by a chatbot. Just imagine taking 4 out of every 5 repetitive questions off your team's plate. That's a game changer for productivity and morale. And this isn't some passing fad. In a competitive market like the UAE, we're looking at a projected growth of 25% every single year. This tells us that being available 24/7 is no longer a nice-to-have. It's quickly becoming the new standard. So when you pull all of this together, what's the big takeaway? We're talking about a fundamental evolution, a change in what a website is and what it can actually do for your business. For years, the old standard was a website that was basically a digital brochure. It looked nice, sure, but it was passive. It just sat there. The new standard is a website that's a conversational tool. It's always on, always ready. And the result is a massive shift from missed opportunities to constant, meaningful engagement. So I'll leave you with this question. Is your website just a pretty brochure collecting digital dust? Or is it your hardest working employee, the one who never sleeps, speaks every language, and is always there to help your very next customer? In today's world, the answer to that is becoming clearer every single day.